But I'm gonna make a part 2 once I have my own spot. The place I'm in right now is just a little bit small. Just about to sign a lease to a new place. Once I get that place set up, I'll be able to show you guys all my heat. I can tell you right now, I did not almost sign a lease and I did not almost move in somewhere, and here is why.
Packing up her life and storing it away, Leanne Horston and her 2 children have been forced out of their Logan Village home. Vacancy rates in Logan and the Gold Coast are at 0.9%, forcing some people to turn to caravan parks, as vacancy rates drop below 1% across the state.
It's a similar story across much of regional Queensland, where many places recorded a vacancy rate of less than 1% last month. Industry experts say COVID-19 has contributed to the squeeze as people spend more time at home.
How have you been? Spending too much time just getting wasted with my friends. Watching all these movies, we've already seen the end. Going off the deep end, but what else is there to go when you've been through what we've been?
Well, we fucking did it. It took some time, but we finally got our own place. Now, if you see in that previous clip, basically what's been going on, especially in Queensland, because people can work from home, a lot of people are moving up from Victoria and New South Wales up to Queensland because the pandemic just isn't as bad up here, basically, and low-key, it's kind of better. But that's just my own opinion. But I am gonna give you guys an apartment tour once this whole place is set up. You know, we still got a lot of furniture to buy. We've got most of our stuff, like all the stuff that we really need, but we still need to go through. I still want to get like an outdoor setting, a couple of artwork to put on the wall. Still waiting on a dining room table. Now, we ordered this table and they literally sent us the table and there was not a single thing on it that wasn't fucking broken. And it's a brand new table. Like, the table alone had laminate coming off the side. Boring. So today we're gonna do a part 2 to my sneaker collection. Now, this is all the stuff that I wear on a regular basis. It's, you know, a lot more of my hype stuff and just the stuff that I really enjoy wearing at the moment.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me.
These are the Puma suedes. It was a Chinatown Market collab. These were really cool. You can actually interchange the logo on there. It came with, I think, a yellow, kind of like a yellow swoosh and then like a checkered swoosh, but I think the black really pops with the checkered background on it. Now, this is a recent pickup that I got, and I wasn't able to get the, what's it called, that Aim Leon Dior? Aim Leon Dior, I think is what they're called. But I did pick up the New Balance 550 in this white and blue colorway, which is actually one of the first shoes I've gotten in a long time that I was able to cop for retail. Next pair is the New Balance 996 in like this kind of black and gray colorway. This was the first pair of New Balance I ever got, the 574s. It's in a red colorway. Used to beat these hell back in probably 2011. I would have got these. Another pair of 574s. These came out back when like Herschel backpacks were a really big thing, and that's what it kind of reminds me of. It's the same kind of material, and they've also got like that Herschel tag on there that they have on the bags. Even though it's not an actual Herschel collab, it's very reminiscent of the bags they used to bring out back in the day. Got a pair of Ultra Boosts. I think these were the 2.0s. This was the first colorway that I got. I actually picked these up when I was traveling in New Zealand. At the time, you really couldn't get Ultra Boosts anywhere, so finding these at like a random athletic store over there was a mad find. Adidas Ultra Boost in the all black colorway. Another pair of Ultra Boosts. This is from the NCAA pack that they brought out. This is the Miami Hurricanes colorway. Got another pair of Ultra Boosts in the triple white. These are the 1.0s and these are fucking disgusting. These are so due for a clean. Taking them out drinking and all that type of nonsense. So he's gonna need a bit of love soon. Keeping with Adidas, we've got another pair of Ultra Boosts in a wolf grey colorway. Next up, we got Adidas Human Race in like this neon colorway. All right, so the first pair of Yeezys I actually ever bought back in the day was the Yeezy Pirate Blacks and the 350 V1s. Next up, we got the Yeezy 500s by Adidas in the bone white colorway. This was a shoe I never actually thought I was ever gonna want, but when I did find my size for a decent price, I just thought, fuck it, I'll pick it up and I'll try it out. And it actually became probably one of the more comfortable Yeezys that I've got. and definitely more wearable. He's got the 350 V2 in the Zion colorway. Last pair of Yeezys, and that is the Wave Runner 700s.
Rebel soul child got a fist balled, I'm a respawn of ancestors. And
now starting collecting SBs, like when I first started, one of my favorite ones that came out was the Blazer in the black and white colorway in the low, and when they started re-releasing, I jumped on these straight away. But not only did I have the low, I also have the mid, which I've actually had more wear out of the low, but definitely good to have the mid in the cart. Next we got Nike SB Dunk Low. I'm pretty sure these are the Beijing colorways. Next we got the Nike Dunk Low in the Chrome Ball colorway. Next we got the Nike SB Dunk Lows in the Quarter Snacks colorway. Now these days it's pretty unheard of to get a pair of Nike Dunk Lows SBs for retail. I got these from the outlet. Crazy come up. I think they're on probably like 70 bucks at the time. Next we got a Nike SB Dunk Low in the Eric Hostin Icon vs Icon colorway. He did bring out a pair of highs back in the day which were all gold, which I think are pretty dope, but just super unwearable. So I opted out and got the blue Dunks instead. Next pair we got a Nike SB Dunk Low in the Entourage colorway. These came out back when the season finale actually happened of Entourage. And because I had them for so long, the midsole actually started to yellow, and I was gonna get them oxidized to try and clean them up.
Has so much cum been squirted in those eyes you can't see what's right in front of your face.
But now apparently off-white soles are a thing, so now I just left them. Next, one of my first ever Nike SB Dunk High pickups that I ever got, and that was the Marshall Amps colorway. Next is another oldie, and that's a Nike SB Dunk High in the New York Mets colorway. Another grail of mine that I actually picked up on sale back in the day, and that's the Nike Dunk High in the Gucci resin colorway.
Less ego and more soul, trying to make it clear like a sore throat. They too
Next we got the Nike Presto in the black and white colorway. Kind of reminds me of like a poor man's off-white Presto. Next shoe is the Nike Element 55. Now for all my Eshays out there, we do have a pair of Air Max TNs, and I think this is the Sunset colorway. Last pair of TNs for the collection. This is probably my favorite colorway that did come out. A pair of Air Max 180s. I think this is a super slept on silhouette. I'm really hoping they bring more of these out soon because I think the silhouette is fire. Air Max 90 in this kind of Tiffany colorway. I don't really rock Air Max 90s all that much, but when they re-released the 4 colorways, I think it was like purple, blue, neon, and the Tiffany blue. This was definitely my favorite out of the 4, so glad I got these as well. Next, probably one of my favorite Air Max ones that I've got, and that's in the OG red white colorway. I wish I picked up the royal blue when they were re-releasing back in the day, but now their price is just skyrocketed on them too, so now I'm gonna have to wait for the next time that they bring them out. Next is the Air Max 1 mini swoosh in the, I think they call this like a work blue colorway. Next we got an Air Max 1, and I think this was like a watermelon colorway. Air Max 1 in the Mars Stone colorway. Like I said before, how Eric Costin brought out a gold Dunk High, which I really like, but I think super unwearable. I think when it comes to gold shoes, one of the most wearable gold shoes that is out is the Gold Bullet 97s. This was my first second 97 pickup that I ever got, and probably one of my favorites to date. Alright, next shoe we got the Air Max 97 in the Undefeated colorway. This isn't the Complex Con release, this was the re-release they just did. When they came out, I actually seen how low the prices were and I jumped on it straight away. I bought a pair off StockX, and it took forever for the authentication process to go through, and then eventually they ended up canceling the order, so I'm not too sure if it was a fake or what the go was, so they ended up refunding my money. And by the time that happened, the next available pair was actually $100 less than the first pair that I bought, so I think I only paid like $330 for this, which is a mad steal considering these were going for $1,000 before the re-release. Next one, we got the Nike Sacai Waffle 2.0 in the black colorway. I really want the white in the 1.0. That's probably my favorite one out of all the releases. Next, we got the Off-White Vapor Max in the 2.0, the black colorway.
letting you go, I was just letting you know. I know the weather is cold, but you on your own. I ain't no regular.
Next, we got an Air Jordan 3 in the UNC colorway. Always wanted the PE version of this, but again, I was not gonna pay $10,000 for a fucking shoe, so I was super happy when they brought these out. The leather quality was good, and even though it doesn't have the UNC logo on the tongue, I still think the Jumpman logo does look good on this, especially with the navy blue outline. Last pair of threes, we got the Black Cement 3. Definitely a staple in every sneaker collection. I think everybody needs to have one of these. even better if you do have the Nike Air on the back over the Jumpman. It's the Air Jordan 4 in the braid colorway with the Nike Air on the back. Keeping on with Air Jordan 4s, do have the Air Jordan 4 in the cool grey colorway. Never been a fan of cool grey colorways with Jordans, but I think the 4 was the best one that they ever did. We got the Air Jordan 6 from the infrared pack. This is the white colorway. And we've got the black colorway from the infrared 6-pack. Another grail from back in the day, and that is the Air Jordan 6 in the black and gold colorway. Alright, getting into some more hype beast territory, we've got the Travis Scott Air Jordan 6 colorway. I think they are bringing out a new colorway of this in like a kind of tan colorway, but I think the olive green is far better. We got the Air Jordan 1 low in the black toe colorway. Wasn't lucky to get the original shadow backboard, so I did go ahead and get the shadow backboard low. I mean, when you're wearing some long pants with these, it's all pretty much the same thing. Next up we got the Air Jordan 1 in the Celtics colorway from the DMP pack. This is basically like a poor man's fragment. Next we got the Air Jordan 1 in the court purple colorway. I did have the white laces in these, but the other day I just did opt to put the black laces in them just to switch it up. And I actually do think I like the black in there better now. Keeping it with Travis Scott, I do also have the Air Jordan 1 highs from Travis Scott with the reverse swoosh. Now onto some staples for Air Jordan 1. We got the Air Jordan 1 in the shadow colorway. We got the Air Jordan 1 pine greens. Did cop these for retail. Next we got the Air Jordan 1 in the royal colorway. This is probably my favorite colorway out of like this kind of color blocking for the Air Jordan 1. Used to be the bread, but over time I think the royals take the cake for me. You still have to have a pair of breads in the cart. And these are the 2016 release, I believe, which I've also got the DMP release. These are a bit higher, the leather's more tumbled. I just think it's a far better release than what the DMPs were.
Rack it up, I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house.
Next pair, which you guys probably seen in a previous vlog, and that is the Nike Air Up Tempos in the black and white colorway, which I'm still yet to wear. But even if I don't wear them, staple in every collection, definitely a staple. Pair of Air Force Ones, I think these are like the Python colorway. And for you dunk heads out there, we got the DJ AM Nike Dunk Highs. Now because I'm never ever going to be able to afford the Wu-Tang Dunks, I did pick up the Varsity Maze, basically the exact same shoe, just without the logo on the back. We've got the Spartan Green Dunk Highs, another shoe that I think looks better with the white laces, super solid. And next is a recent pickup that I just got probably a couple of weeks ago, and that is the Syracuse Dunk Highs. I think I do prefer the Syracuse in the high over the low, and I definitely prefer the price of the highs over the lows too. So definitely stoked to want to pick these up. Next we got a Nike Dunk Low in the University Orange colorway. Another Dunk Low we've got in the UNLV colorway. This is actually a recent pickup. Didn't really like the red and gray when like Off-White dropped them, but when these came out, just without that orange shit all over them, I just think they look really clean on feet. And of course, like I'm all for having colors, but most of the time I'm a very simple person what I like to wear. So picking up the black and white colorway in the Dunks lows was definitely a must for me. Took out the black laces too to put the white ones in. I think it just looks super clean. Okay, now we're on the home stretch of the last bit of my collection, and we'll end it on some designer shit. First pair of designer shoes I got are the Gucci Aces. Just super chill shoe whenever you're going out to lunch or drinks or somewhere. Nice, clean pair to put on. Next pair, I got a pair of Alexander McQueen oversized sneaker. I do want these in the reverse colorway in the black and white. Not that I think these are fucking comfortable by any means. I've had so many people say how comfortable these are. I think you're full of shit.
Cap.
But they do look good, so I still wear them. Last shoe we're gonna end it on is a shoe that I never ever thought I was ever gonna get. Not even that I was ever gonna get, that I'd ever want to buy, especially for the price point. But then I did kind of come around and I did end up buying a pair, and now I fucking love them, and I'm so glad I did. Even though I'm a bit late on the train, but the last pair of shoes for my collection is the Balenciaga Triple S in the all white colorway. I don't need any more colorways in this one. I'm not really into the blacks or any of those other colorways. I think the original white with the tan, all I need, all I want. So that's the last shoe for my part 2 collection. Alright guys, and that's everything for my sneaker collection. You guys are officially up to date with everything that I've got. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're gonna be doing more videos, more content, and I know everyone always tries to think of like a bullshit reason to get people to comment, on their video to help the algorithm. But I honestly do want to know, out of everything you've seen in there, like, what was your favorite pair? So let me know in the comments what your favorite pair was. And that's it for today. I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.
Real misleading, trying to read me but you misreading. Yeah, we in the bunker, rolling up some skunk up, laying down tracks, you can hear the hunger. Every day is numbered and we ain't getting younger, so I apply pressure like a damn plunger.